Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be making a pair of dangle earrings, mixing and matching our cutters. I've been having a lot of fun mixing and matching things lately, so I figured I would do another one. So I have this particular cutter, absolutely love it. I'm hoping the lady that I got this from makes a bunch more because it is gorgeous. So I'm gonna, recommend that to her just because it's just so beautiful. And then I got my regular shape here, and I have a mold, and I have my little stamp and my gems. So we're going to be kind of bouncing all over today, but it'll be a quick, easy, simple thing. And I have my aqua metallic Primo clay, and then I have my Cernit, and I think this is called Nature or Natural, something. I think it's Nature, if I remember right. I'm not 100% sure, but Cernit has two of them. It has a gray one and this one, and I love them. They both bake at the same temperature, so they work really well together. So this is rolled out to the second thickest setting on my pasta machine. I'm going to get my clay wet. And I like to do this or baby powder with my detail cutters, because your detail cutters will have a habit of the clay sticking inside of them unless it has something to kind of resist it, I guess is how I want to put it. So if you have wood or baby powder, something that's going to help prevent it from sticking, that's the best thing to do. So I'm going to take this and cut my piece out. Look at how beautiful. I'm telling you, I absolutely love this cutter. I really got to see if she could make more designs because they are gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. I'm going to hold that up just so you can really see. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. Okay. So put this off to the side. Next, I'm going to take a paper towel here, and I'm just going to blot it to get that water off of there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to stamp this piece, and I want to try to get it even if possible, like when I press on it. And lift that up. There we go. And let me get my baby powder so I can stick my cutter right in there, and hopefully I'll be able to just keep everything right on this mat. Okay. Lift those up. Okay, how cool are those going to look? All right, so now I'm actually going to roll this out one more time because I need, actually, no, I don't need to do that. All right. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fill up my little square here. And let me get my post. Oh, right here they are. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to just set my post right there in the middle. And then I'm going to put this clay right down on there and push everything in. And then I'm going to take my blade and just clean up what I can. All right, press that down so it's nice and leveled. Get my little sponge and just push down on that. Gives it a beautiful texture. And then you just pull it and your piece comes out. So very simple and easy. And I am going to put a hole in that right away, so this way it makes it easier. And how do I want to, I just need to see, do I want to do it sideways like this? Or do I want to do it on an angle? I'm going to do it on an angle because I think it's going to look super cute on an angle. So put that down. There. You see how simple that is? Beautiful. I will also link everything right in the description area, so it's easy for you guys to find if you're interested in buying anything that I'm using. If I forget to post something and there's a specific thing that you guys want, you know, just ask and I'll link it for you, because sometimes I do forget. All right. Okay. So pretty happy with that. And I'm going to use a very light champagne look. This way it kind of all blends beautifully together. So you can see it's got that beautiful like brownish tan look to it. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. These are heat seal, so everything will naturally bind as it's being baked. And I am just going to add my stones right around this piece. It has like a little open area and it's just so perfect for these little gemstones. I love being able to create like simple little things like this with such a beautiful result. I don't really think that jewelry has to be difficult. I think you can get a lot of beautiful pieces by just having fun and keeping things simple. And look how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now I am going to actually get my hole puncher things, because I need the holes here to be honestly like perfect, not like those. That didn't really matter too much. Oh. Okay, here we go. So this is what I need. I'm going to clean this out. Take the old clay out. And then you got to decide where exactly do you want to hang these from. And I know for a fact that I got to use, you know, a center point here. So I'm thinking right here will go one. Right here in the middle here. And I'm going to try to keep everything nice and even. And then right in the middle. Yeah, right here. Right in the middle there. So that'll look nice. And then just follow suit on your next one. And then just gonna make sure those are even. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put these in my oven at recommended time and temperature, and then we will be back. My pieces are out of the oven. They're cooled off. They're sanded. And one other thing that I ended up doing was I took my chrome marker and then I edged around my piece here. And I edged right here and here just to give it that little extra something and make everything kind of pop out together. So now the last thing that we need to do is just add all our jump rings. So I'm going to use oval jump rings for the long ones, and then a round jump ring for that particular one because it is a little bit wider or thicker is what I should say. Yeah, it's a little bit thicker. So the oval ones don't work very well with thick clay, but they work perfect for these thinner ones. And last one. I also ended up putting the chrome marker on the longer pieces to make the detail pop out from my stamp. And the reason I didn't show that on camera is because these particular chrome markers, I'm noticing that they don't dry right away. So if I'm putting these together, I'll get the ink or paint, whatever it is, all over my fingers, and then I smear it. And so it's better to do it ahead of time and then let everything dry for a while. And then you could touch it and, you know, move it around and not have to worry about anything smearing or getting ruined. Oh, and I did put a hole on the top of here. I forgot to, I did that after I turned the camera off. And that way I can put my piece on here. If you did not put a hole in right away, what you can do is just get your little drill. So I have a little hand drill here and then just drill your hole right in. But here are the beautiful pair of earrings. Are they not gorgeous? I absolutely love mixing and matching my pieces together. I think this has come together so beautifully. I really hope that you enjoyed creating these with me. I hope that I was able to give you a new idea or show you something new. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, and I will see you all next time. Bye.